All right there, Jason. Just finished up your used 955 version 1 that you sent us in here. Sorry for the long wait, but we are finally complete. The radio has had a full tune-out done. It's had a upgraded finals put in. It's had an upgraded echo board with mods. The echo board is set out the face. I have those adjustments perfect for you. So around 8 on the back knob, and then 1130 on the small knob, 1145, something like that. We've got Hifi Transmit and Hifi Receive. We've got a 5-band internal equalizer. And then we also have a variable peak control. Still have to label it for you. And I'm still going to put the covers on, of course. And then I've got a variable tone control. Everything is already preset tone control, sitting at about 230 or so. And then we also have some options out the back as well. We have an external Smeter, which is down there on the bottom. We have a Vfo Wind Up mod with a switch that's over here below the SO239 connector there. So Smeter down here, Vfo with a switch here, and then we also have the MP3 with line level recording. I don't see that on your invoice on the radio. So I'll have to check with Darren, but I think you originally asked for it and then you got it knocked off your invoice, but we already had it in here. So, we'll have to check with him and see what y'all chose to do as far as that goes. But it is in here, and I'm going to leave it in here for you. Other than that, I think it's all the options. This old model and a lot of like really old Strykers are, the original versions with the FQPs and all that stuff. They're really tough to get output out of, to get really good watts out of. But I did my best and did all I can do. So I think we're around 110 watts or so. And some of the new chassis are the new version ones, like the newer style that ain't 10 plus years old or so. I can get 130 or so out of them. So this one's definitely more stingy, but I got all I could do, and it was much better than the 50 watts or so we started with. Sidebands aligned, everything's adjusted properly. Got your microphone modified for you, and it is all done. Set it at a 3 on the back of the mic, and that'll be the ideal setting for it. So we'll go ahead and check our carrier, I reckon, and see what we're keying. So keying right here, we're keying 15 watts. We'll cut the carrier all the way down. We go all the way down to just a hair over a watt, so 15 watts to about a watt. We will see what we're modulating to on my stingy dosy here. Looks like we're doing about 110 watts output. Look at on the LP100A, it's LP100A here. So 135 watts or so looks like our output there. And then we'll look at spectral purity. Spectral purity is real nice, just like it should be. Look at our peak on the bird. See what we have. Top scale, 250 watt slug. We're on PEP. Now it looks like we're doing like 125 or so. On the bird, we'll look at bird average, 100 watt slug here, reading the bottom scale. And we're doing about 51 bird. So doing real good. Everything's looking good as far as all that goes. If I cut the carrier all the way down and then I cut your peak all the way down, just to give you an example where it goes to, it's going to be around 30 watts. We'll check on the 20 scale first. A little over the 20 scale. It looks like about 31 watts. So you can get all the way down to 31 watts by cutting your peak all the way down there. The Vfo works. I've tested all it. Your S meter's working correctly. So I won't bother testing those again. I'm sure you've seen them on other videos and stuff. But we'll go ahead and give an example of what the audio sounds like over the air though. So I will unplug this and then attempt to get my headphones in my ear while I'm holding this phone. And I'll test it with your microphone. Sorry about zooming over prices and your name and everything. I'll probably just make this a private video. My bench is messy and all that stuff anyway, but I wanted to at least get you a video here. Alright, so let me get my other ear in, other headphone in my ear. Alright, I'm going to plug in your D104 and I'll plug into the line level. Got a heat shrink with ferrite on the D104 too. We just angled it downward so it wouldn't be way out in your way. Alright, I'm going to plug into the line level off the monitor down here below me.
All right, Jason, I've got everything adjusted correctly. If I wanted more bass, we definitely have more headroom to give it more bass, so I could reach over here and crank it over to the right, just a little bit, or kind of pick a place in between. So that's completely optional according to your voice and how you want it to sound. Hello, 1, 2, breaker, breaker. Everything looking good, just like it should. Hello, 1, 2. Appreciate it, Jason. And again, I apologize for the long wait, and I hope you enjoy your 955. Hello, 1, 2, breaker, breaker.
All right, Jason, if I haven't already said, 3 on the back of the mics where I'm running. I have the mic gain wide open, peak wide open, carrier wide open. Thanks again, man. Appreciate you. I'll send this to you on a link. I'll probably make a private video for you. Appreciate it again.